The Bunker Project, podcast episode number 77.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Although we have done a lot more than 77 with all our special reports.
Yeah, how many shows have we actually done? I should look that up on iTunes one day. Let's try that. iTunes.
All right, so we're here for another show.
Well, the pre-show notes, I guess it would be called. Or yeah, what are we calling the segment anyways?
This is the intro, the introduction, and then we'll have the feature section with all the bunker mavens.
All right. Hey, you know what's interesting? If you go to the iTunes store and check out the Bunker Show, it only shows the first 29 shows. It says total 29 episodes.
Yeah,
I think that was a glitch, wasn't it?
It's not a glitch. It's FeedBurners. Only allows you to have a feed size of about 576 kilobytes, I believe. And because we have show notes, quite large show notes, it limits the amount of episodes we can have in the feed. Now, if we really put it down to just like a bare bones summary, we could probably squeeze in 60, 70 episodes, or maybe even I've seen feeds with FeedBurner feeds with 100 or so episodes. Oh,
hey, there's one called TBP073 Facebook. What's that about?
I just got a tweet.
All right, excellent. Hello, tweeter. It's Bonnie saying, "Hey guys, are you doing the pre-show?"
Oh, True Twit Validator. It was a spam message.
You got spammed. Twit spam, tweet spam. Hey, speaking of spam, you know who spams a ton? God, Bob.
Yeah, I want to give a couple shout outs actually to Bored in Vancouver for posting our listing as something to do if you're bored in Vancouver.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was a post you done. And I checked it out and I say, oh wow, cool.
Well, I did. I submitted the listing, but they approved it.
Oh.
Yeah, so now we're listed on Bored in Vancouver. If you're bored in Vancouver, come on down every second Wednesday night to the Den at the Barclay Hotel. And check us out. We talk social media, technology.
I made a comment saying drunk in Vancouver.
And we drink
a lot.
We drink black beer there too.
We don't really drink that much. I always think that we drink too much, and then I'll listen to the show and we sound relatively sober.
Yeah, it's not too much. It's because it's my drinking for the whole 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it's all in one night, dude. So 2 weeks worth of drinking in one night. It doesn't your body.
I know. You're right.
Anyway, Bored in Vancouver. So boredinvancouver.com. I'm just checking out. It's got this lady with short hair, which is orange, and an umbrella. So, there's a nice zap to Vancouver. It does rain here a lot. It didn't rain here last couple of days, but it was damn cold.
And second shout out, I'd like to thank the mighty Quinn over at Art of Podcasting for mentioning us in his show.
Yeah, you got pretty stoked about that, man.
So I was listening to one of my favorite podcasting on podcasting shows, the Art of Podcasting, this morning on the way to work. And he said he got this big interview happening with Nathan Jurowicz, this top-end internet marketer. And then he said, but before I do that, I just want to give a big shout-out to the Bunker Project. And he went on to say how great the Bunker Project was. And I'm like, man, that show sounds crazy.
Hey, it's not me, man. It's all the mavens. It's not me.
Yeah.
I deny it all.
Yeah. Well,
hey, he's got a call in. I just went and checked out his website. Art of Podcasting dominates cyber culture with new media, and he's got a call number 310-876-2891. So
he does.
Anyone listen to the show?
Yeah.
Huh?
And he's interesting. He's got how everybody's got all the podcasting how-to podcasting podcasters. Most of them say don't record into a computer, record into a digital recorder like we do.
Yeah.
But he's like, the hell with that. I've got a better way of doing it. And he's got this really fancy, fairly expensive system. And he says, this is the way all the professional recording people do it. And this is, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. And he loves this equipment that he uses to record directly into a computer. So it's kind of interesting. He's got a different take on it. And
He's got some serious gear here, man. He's got Electro Voice RE20. He's got Electro Voice RE27N-D/D. That's the one you really like. And
no,
the
I
Heil
like
PR40.
I like the RE20 and the RE320. The RE320 is a little bit less expensive, and he's also got the PR40.
He also got a like a zoom as well. So like a high-end zoom 4 or whatever, H4n. So that's some serious gear for recording. He wouldn't actually need a computer. He could just use that gear to do it. Wow.
Yeah, but he's also, if you look down, I think further in the site, he shows his equipment that he uses to record into the computer. It's software and Logic Pro, I think it is.
Yeah.
And some other stuff. I'm not on the site right now, so I can't see for sure. But yeah, thanks, Mighty Quinn, for your endorsement of the Bunker Project. And he's planning on making a trip up from Seattle to join us for some black beers.
Awesome.
Which is going to be great. You'll have to bite your tongue on the usual...
What, slashing, dashing Americans?
Yeah.
I don't do that much anymore.
It's true.
Do I?
It's true.
Maybe now and again
it's all
somebody
just
goes,
poking fun.
I don't even know I'm doing it. It's just like subliminal.
It's just like niche versus niche. That's the difference between Canadians and Americans.
Or beast versus bitch, one of the two, you know. Who knows? Who cares? So anyways, what are we talking about this week? Well, in the show coming up, I have these show notes here, and the one thing I've got is everybody's trying to track what you do on the web, all these free services. And I think we talked about that on a previous show, but I'd like to dig into it a little bit more because there are some great ways on stopping these apps from doing that.
Yeah, about how to stop yourself and your information from being tracked by all these social platforms and apps.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people don't realize how many it's there, but I think it was This Week in Tech, they were doing a little test, and they were on the New York Times. It had 23 different apps activated and doing stuff. So that's a crazy amount of applications checking on what you're doing and basically recording every click that you do. I guess if they could get the camera to scan your eyes, they would be even happier. And there is software that does that.
I mean, if there's analytics that you can actually see where your website visitors are actually clicking on and looking on, and you can actually see their mouse move. So that's kind of
it's kind of creepy.
Interesting too, yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're like me and like your mouse never moves and then it goes like crazy. Of course, nobody can see it because this is a podcast, but my mouse just went crazy. I think that's a hot topic right now because I think a lot of people didn't realize that all this, like Facebook is notorious for gathering information, but basically all these other ones, Pinterest and Path, definitely. Well, that's the one that's kind of brought it into the limelight.
Yeah, Path was the one that
they got caught.
They got all the heat. Yeah.
Yeah, but they turned around. I think they handled it well. They just said, "Okay, fine, we're not going to keep your stuff for a year." Which, when I say stuff, that's your mailing list. Yeah, basically
keeping your contacts on their servers, so that when your friends sign up for Path, you can be notified right away. So and so, Bob Garlick has signed up for Path.
Well, the whole thing is like, do you care if they've got your
actually, you know what? Like, I don't care, but I do think that they should disclose more literally that's what they're doing instead of kind of saying it, and when you're clicking OK and agreeing to it, it's not exactly 100% clear that that's what they're doing, but it does say that you're giving them permission to access their address book, and that's fine. But you might think that they're only accessing it right now to see who's on Path right now, and not holding your contacts for a year. So yeah, I don't know. For me, it doesn't really bother me. We'll see when we talk about this on the show a little later what the mavens think. But I think the general consensus is going to be that maybe they should disclose more what they're doing. But who really cares?
Yeah, I think really the only people that should care are the people that want to disappear. And when I say disappear, I mean totally disappear from right off the grid and non-trackable, unavailable on databases all over the world. There's actually a book called How to Disappear. Erase your digital footprint, leave false trails, and vanish without a trace. $11.53, so not a bad buy on Amazon.com if you're super paranoid about your data.
Yeah, but don't buy it from Amazon.com if you're paranoid, because then they'll track you.
Exactly.
You got to go to the library. Actually, don't even go to the library, because you have a library card. They can track you on that too.
Oh, I know. Get rid of your plastic. I mean, don't have a telephone at home. It's very, very difficult to be invisible in the world. Like 100 years ago, it's relatively simple. You just ride up into the mountains and disappear. But these days, I don't even think you could do that if you had a cell phone.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And speaking of cell phones, you want to talk a little bit about Siri. You want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that's coming down the pipe, technology-wise as well. Bonnie, I heard Bonnie from Asus. She got another trial
for half an hour. She got to play with for half an hour, and she was like drooling all over it.
No, she still got it, and she's bringing it to the show.
Yeah, those are nice units, I must admit.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
I've heard this one is a sweet unit, so she'll probably give us a little review later on in the show, and yeah.
So that's a question maybe we'll post. We should ask the guys: is do you really need an iPad 3? Rumor has it they're going to be $80 more than the iPad 2. But do you really need an iPad 3? Is it really worth having that, or can you get something that's better for less?
That's a question that we can't really answer, because you know Apple, they keep their development.
Oh, I know, it's really well, even iPad 2. I mean, look at the stuff that's available now compared to iPad 2. We can talk about that. Valerie's got an iPad 2, so I play with it quite a bit. It's an awesome device. I'm still an Android guy, though. I'm not slamming the device or whatever. I'm just saying that there's a lot of choice out there, and you don't have to, I'm getting an iPad because everybody else has an iPad. It's kind of harks back to, I need an iPhone.
Exactly.
You're in the phone industry, and oh my God, it was like people coming into your store and say, I need an iPhone. I say, why? I need an iPhone.
No, my favorite is when they come in and they look at a high-end, awesome Android phone, super powerful, awesome phone, and then they turn to me and say, it's an awesome phone, but it's not an iPhone. What exactly does that mean? I don't even think they even know what it means. It's the marketing.
It's fashion.
It's the culture. It's the fashion, I suppose.
It's the fashion of it. I mean, you can't whip out that phone in a crowd because you'll be shunned. I mean, I have a lot of fun with it because I give people with iPhone a hard time saying, hey, is that iPhone? Oh, yeah. That's a mediocre device, yeah, compared to my Android phone. Check it out.
Unless it's Ian, and then you say, yeah, well, it's using the kernel of the iPhone OS. Your phone is just a cheap kernel.
Hey, I'm a big fan of popcorn, dude. Yeah. A big fan of popcorn.
Yeah, we got to bring some popcorn for sure this week.
Yeah, well, I'll keep the popcorn Maven out.
Yeah.
Because he was really scary.
He was crazy.
Yeah, in a nice kind of way.
Yeah. Anyways, I think...
should we let the people get to listen to the real show now?
Yeah, we should head over to the bar and get everything set up, all the gear set up, and start the show in the den.
Yeah, put your what do you call it? Put your iTunes on pause and go grab yourself a beer.
Exactly. Get ready for pour yourself a cold one, because we're coming back with the Mavens in the den at the Barclay Hotel, and we'll see you in a few minutes. A few seconds, actually.
Okay, you're
on.
Right.
See ya. All right, here we are back in the den in the Barclay Hotel.
God, it took us like forever. Oh, I'm even muted. Fuck.
Whoa, good thing.
Excellent, man. Oh my God, we've been trying to get this show started for 20 minutes. Crap.
20 minutes? Are you kidding me?
Well, we're supposed to start at 7, so 50 minutes late. Holy crap. Anyways. Thank you all the Hangout people that are here. Awesome. And do you want to just do a quick round of Mavens that are here right now?
Before that, I just want to mention that we do have a Google Plus fan page or business page now. And that's available. Just do a search for Google Plus. And Bob put up 76 pictures on the...
Oh, yeah. You mean... Oh, yeah. I did do that.
So 576 pictures for the last year and a half of the Bunker Project are all available on...
Yeah, if you're really bored or you like seeing drunk people.
Yeah. All right, so let's do a quick roundtable introductions and just make it really quick because we don't have too much time to do that. So we're going to start with...
My name's Kurt. Hemingway. I'm the web guru, and I build sites. I'm a developer, not a designer. So
You use that jingly thing? Yeah, he keeps me.
I got a jingly thing. Is that what you mean? It distracts. It's very distracting sometimes. But.
Yeah, Joomla.
Oh, that's what they are.
Yeah,
Joomla. Actually, any CMS aside from WordPress, I will excel in, of course.
Yeah. If you're in the
Anyways.
right mood and you got a beer in your hand.
On to something other magical than myself.
Oh, yeah, that's a good segue.
Oh, jeez.
So James Carr, Twisted Magic at Twisted_Magic on Twitter.
Game Meister.
Yeah, video game developer, open data hacker now.
Big into Google Plus Hangouts. You've been doing a lot of Hangouts.
Yeah, shout out to the Google Plus Hangout people that showed up.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Buka.
And that's me.
All right, dude in the back. You don't even have your mic. Dude. Oh, you're just listening today. All right.
We got the optimizer Maven in the house.
Yeah, and then
The optimizer is good enough.
the optimizer Maven. It's our European contingent.
Yes, it is. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Sternberg again, and I'll try to take care of the quality control for this show. So enjoy it while you last.
And Big Bonnie, you're up next.
Bonnie, the Twitter, maybe. 55,000 followers. Who's counting?
Oh,
Ooh, sexy.
such a show off.
50,000. That's very sexy.
Actually, I'm struggling to get over the 12,000. You just stall out at 12,000. I don't know. Maybe I better do some tweets or something. Eh? Yep.
Well, Margaret Reynolds, the insurance maven, BC_insurance gal, and I was number 819 in Canada on Follow Friday.
Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah.
All right. Well, so that's your, what?
Rock on the Twitter.
23 million people?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
And we've got a whole full roster of people here on our Google Plus Hangout. Let's start with Ken.
Oh, it's Ken. Yeah. You can find me on Twitter, and that would be at what the heck's my
links?
Yeah, obviously he uses Twitter a lot. Jeez, get a life, dude.
No, I do, but I have so many Twitter accounts. I'm not sure which one I should talk about. Ken AMCG on Twitter.
Ken?
And social media.
Oh, hey, what's our Twitter? Hang on, sorry for interrupting. We've got a
Hashtag.
Bunker Project. If you want to tweet out about
hashtag Bunker Project.
Yeah, okay. If you want to, get bored, want to tweet out. Dude in okay.
With the fancy microphone.
Oh, okay. We'll start with that's Amin. Amin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Amin Sabit. I'm
Yep.
in Boston, and I followed Jason Joseph over to
Cool.
the show.
So
Excellent.
What is that? Is that a Heil microphone you got there?
It's a Heil.
Heil PR40.
As in Heil? Heil?
Oh,
That's
Nice
the mic
try.
I want. Actually.
That is a very good microphone.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
You must lean into it. That's why we have the black beer.
It is an awesome microphone.
We're in Canada, by the way.
And we're sorry.
Hey, Chris, what about you?
Was in TV and got the hell out as soon as I could.
Good man. Well
It's
played.
an awfully small space. It's hard to hang out in there.
And I keep bumping my head on the top of the damn set.
I was in TV for 25 years, worked
Wow.
with Fox, ABC, NBC, and I said,
Wow,
Man.
you slummed it, didn't
horrible.
So where are you
I
located?
said, I got to get out of here and get on online. I got more views on YouTube than I ever did with Rupert
you? Hey,
Murdoch.
what's
so I
your
like it better.
what's your YouTube channel?
Oh, gosh, I got so many. Which one you want?
Well, the one that you'd like us to visit.
YouTube.com, Huddle Productions, or YouTube, The Game Day Rivals. Those are probably the two best popular ones.
Cool. We'll check them out. Excellent. We'll put some links up on the show notes too. Cool. Dude, we've got Jason, the man.
He is the man. He
Yo,
brought us
look
over.
at he's got like a really fancy thing at the bottom and everything. This guy is rocking it. So what's your background, man?
I couldn't afford to be broadcast in color. It was either have a banner at the bottom or a color broadcast. One or the other.
Yeah, it's bandwidth, Frank. You do it with a modem.
I'm a
$1,200
commercial photographer here
Yeah.
in New York City,
Cool.
and I specialize in people. And
So you're 100% digital, I would assume.
I'm 100% digital for the most part. I do still shoot film for fun, fancy, and just the smell of it.
So nice.
Being
Yeah,
100% digital
those
makes it a lot
chemicals.
easier to hang out in TV for 25 years.
So do you do black and white?
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
actually the third generation to W. Eugene Smith, His black and white printing assistant was Beverly Nadelman, who at the School of Visual Arts in Manhattan taught me to calm down and realize that it's not over after I take the picture and to make really nice black and white prints.
So did you go zone system, or do you just is it the chemicals you're using?
Yeah, no, a lot of what we used to do with the zone system kind of got left behind.
Yeah.
But the idea of the control of tonality and pre-visualizing where you see things.
What are the nerds talking about?
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Damn it.
Exactly.
Black and white photo.
Do you guys want to meet after the hangout?
Yeah.
Well, Bob's a big photographer.
You can have a black and white bath together or something.
I'm having a feeling that 25 years in TV is having its effect.
No, it's a different guy.
Oh, different guy.
Yeah, it's a different guy.
Oh, sorry.
Now it's
sorry,
time
TV
for Leani. Did I get that right?
Yeah, Leonie.
Yeah. Hi.
dude. Hi, Leonie.
Yes.
She's from Brazil.
So,
Hello, I'm from Brazil.
Bueno.
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell by
I wish I was
Brazilian
from
mic.
Brazil.
I thought it was just another lame James game hangout.
Oh yeah!
but you inadvertently.
Well
Yeah.
done. Some nice attitude there. Loving it.
Stumbled on something here.
Next channel over, but don't switch.
Cool. Hey, so we were going to talk about privacy, since that's what
about
everybody's
Pinterest?
going to be talking
Oh,
about.
that's
And
a good
Pinterest. We'll
one.
be going to throw it in Pinterest too. Yeah.
No,
Hey,
we don't have to. It's okay. We don't have to.
We should talk about Pinterest first.
Well,
no.
Let's talk about something really cool, something interesting this time.
Nah. I want to talk
Bonnie's
about privacy
new
because
toy.
everybody's bitching. Oh,
Yeah,
for
let's talk-
God's
let's
sake,
talk
let's
about
talk
that.
about Bonnie's toy.
Yeah, actually, let's do that first.
Prime.
We're
Okay,
gonna
Bonnie,
talk
bring that.
about-
Gonna
Bonnie.
flash your
Awesome
toy. Just
Bunny?
get it to me. I'll put it up.
Bunny,
close.
play with your toy.
Thanks.
Play with the toy, Bunny.
For the people in the
For us all to see.
for
Let
the,
us all handle your toy.
Ooh.
No, you don't get to
Little higher,
touch it.
little higher. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So for the people in the hangout, when you guys want to talk, just put your hand up and we'll let you
Right in the
know.
middle,
How do you spell Pinterest?
Just so we don't have a free for all.
and it pops up.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Cool. All right. So Bonnie's gonna go over this tablet.
Ooh. Oh, he broke it. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. All right, there you go. So it's an Asus Prime tablet quad core, full kick butt, full QWERTY keyboard.
From here, Bonnie, that's a super elegant solution.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Brushed aluminum. It is beyond pretty. It has something called live wallpaper. So
Sweet.
in this case, it is, because in honor of the Bunker Project, a couple of ice cubes in water. And
Wow.
Not just water though.
Oh, nice.
So it takes use of the gyro in
So it's
there.
going to be a gyro action. Very cool.
And did you
That's
see
impressive.
the water level? The water level is the battery level.
Oh, sweet. No kidding.
How cool is that?
So it's also let's
All
talk.
right, well,
Watch your foot.
I have an iPad too, but darn it.
Yeah.
This-
She wins. Damn it.
Damn.
She
Damn
does.
it.
Did I hear the ultimate
love
Apple fanboy lusting
Yeah,
after
that,
something
that was
besides
pretty
an
cool.
apple?
It's pretty cool, Bonnie. I
Yeah,
like that one.
The girl won the nerd contest.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, Bonnie.
Well, Bonnie's the queen, though.
Yeah, true,
let's
true.
She always wins.
Yeah, like the alien queen, you mean?
Yeah, oh yeah. All of the above.
All right, so
let's go into the specs on how powerful this thing is.
how powerful is this sucker?
It's quad core. It has. It actually has a processor just for the NVIDIA graphics.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you want to know?
What's the
8
OS,
megapixel
Bonnie?
camera.
The OS
Ice cream
is
sandwich?
Ice cream sandwich.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
it is
Whoa!
ice cream.
Whoa!
It said
I
it
just
shipped with-
impressed.
Oh.
Ultimate
Well, I was
Apple
expecting.
fan guy.
I was expecting Windows.
No, I know you're not the
That's
only
that
one.
dead platform.
Yeah.
Most people
Why would you be
think
expecting
it's,
Windows?
it's
I
a
would-
Windows machine. It's
I would have
not.
expected Windows,
It's
absolutely.
a tablet. Yeah.
Okay, so ice cream sandwich. And
Absolutely.
what else going on in there then?
It has a 180-degree viewing field, so 4 people comfortably can
Right.
all look at the field.
So it's because it's non-reflective.
Yes, and it's got IPS technology with the brightness of the screen, and it really does go from full sunlight. We did have some sunlight in Vancouver in the last few days, right to low light.
Did it really?
Automatically.
Nicely done.
10 hours of battery life.
Asus. Is
Asus.
this their first foray into that format factor?
They got
With the pull
this-
apart?
This one as well.
Yes.
Yeah, Ken's actually got one too.
Ken.
So
Do you have one?
This is
The same one?
Transformer.
He's got the transformer.
He's got the transformer.
was that
Yeah,
the
it's
first
the
gen? This is second
That's
gen.
the second gen, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And how is the connector, Bonnie? When you're pulling that apart and putting it together, are you confident all day long that you're still got good socket and you're not going to wear it out?
Yeah,
it's very
so far,
solid.
Durable?
Very solid.
I've been demoing it for ages, and I haven't broken it yet. So
It sure looks like the iPad when you pull it apart, eh?
It does, well, it looks like any tablet when I pull it apart.
What's that price tag, man? I want to know how much that thing is.
It's like
800, 900?
No, it's 1,400 and some change.
Ouch!
But it has a polymer version.
Now, does that include the keyboard?
It does indeed, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So just the tablet, I think, is regular old 800 or whatever.
Well, they
iPad
actually
kind
sell
of
them
prices.
separately too.
But the keyboard is no good without the.
Yeah,
the
but if you're
ROM.
gonna but if
Well,
you're gonna do
but-
that, I'd just get an what do you call those?
You'd be able to use a Bluetooth keyboard of any kind, I
Yes,
assume,
you
with
can.
it
Because,
anyway.
yes, you could.
This
because
is just
it
a more
does-
elegant solution.
Absolutely.
With
it
trackpad.
also has USB.
There's custom keys on the keyboard as well.
There is indeed. Yeah.
Well, that's when Bonnie can reach her special toy thing.
So
Yeah,
Bonnie,
that's right.
you're going to
Special
be reviewing this unit at Bonnie's.
I am indeed. I have it for about 10 days.
What's
so
the
I have it-
website? Bonnie Speaks Geek or Bonnie?
Women Talking
Women
Tech.
Talking Tech.
WomenTalkingTech.com.
Cool.
And I'll probably just be crying for the first paragraph because I have to bring it back.
It is a review unit, so
It is indeed a
You've got it
review
for what?
unit.
3 weeks? 4 weeks?
10 days.
10 days.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody wants one.
That's just
apparently.
mean.
That's impressive. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What is what screen is it? Is it an amulet or what is it?
Super AMOLED? No.
Yes, it is. No, it's. You're going to ask
What's
me
the
that.
resolution?
OLED?
Yes, yeah.
OLED?
I should have looked up that before I started.
Well,
talking.
check out her website, and she'll
Yes.
have it on the website.
She'll have
Reverse
it on the-
camera
she'll
on the
have it
back too,
review,
eh?
Fiddly stuff.
Front and back?
Blogs are for.
8 megapixels, zoom,
Flash.
Zoom and flash.
Zoom and
Wow.
flash. Take that, Apple.
Can't
Well,
wait for
the
March
Apple-
7th to come
you know,
along with the
that's-
iPad 3 action.
That's
We'll see
one
what
thing
happens.
about the Apple iPad 2. The camera really sucks.
Well, yeah. But
It's
not
like
this
0.3
one.
megapixel.
Ah, what a bunch of nerds.
That's good.
Damn it.
Very good
So I'm gonna- I'll
video
take a picture.
for
Yeah,
the.
and you're
Love the
here.
nerds.
Yeah.
Well done, Bonnie. That was beautiful.
All right.
Okay, I just took a picture of your elbow.
She did.
All right.
I did.
All right.
I-
Can we just
that
reel it
dry
back from that
skin.
awesome piece of equipment? Actually.
Hey, okay, somebody wants to speak there, I think. He's got his hands up.
No, they're just having a good time freaking there. Let me out of this hellhole.
Yeah, that was probably pretty boring.
Hey, dudes.
Is it Bonnie? Is
things-
that Gorilla Glass?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's Gorilla
Smacks.
Glass,
Man,
it
that's
is.
strong shit.
Did we look okay?
Oh, you looked awesome, dude.
Anyone in the hangout from St. Louis right now?
Why?
We didn't know if y'all know we were still here. We thought we were the monkeys in the glass.
No, we're totally laughing at you from here, so don't go away.
Good.
No, we're going to talk about Pinterest.
That guy sounds pretty cool with his high
Okay,
PR
what do you guys
program.
want to talk? You want to talk about privacy? You want to talk about Pinterest?
Pinterest.
Privacy.
All right, so you got
Privacy.
one. What?
We're going to do privacy first.
What's
Or
privacy?
girls.
Okay, well, it's the whole thing.
There's no such thing as privacy.
Well, that's
anymore.
the whole.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about.
That's
Hey,
the whole point of the-
80%
Let's
of
talk about
people
the lack
that
of
They're
it.
certainly trying.
Yeah, well, 80% of people that were surveyed for Facebook didn't realize that Facebook used the data. So there's a lot of people have no idea what's going on out there, and it's pretty shocking.
When you're on Facebook,
Well, if
you're
you
the
want to be
product.
private, then don't leave your house.
Yeah,
That's the,
you know,
that's the new world.
don't get on the internet if you want privacy, and then
Well, I mean,
burn everything.
There was no privacy in the 1980s, 90s, 70s, anything. You
Oh
left
yeah,
your house,
1976
people
we
saw you
lost our
talking.
privacy.
Yeah.
No, but your movement and your
Well,
and your communications were fairly private. But now, it's a totally different story.
well, now there's two sides. You're either with the government or you're a child pornographer.
Ah, that was the new legislation in Canada.
There's only two sides
That guy
left. There's only one side. What are you?
Yeah,
what do you
exactly.
want, Bob?
Hey, I'm
Child. Well, it's not pornographer. It's child. What is it?
child
But
videographer.
people have the option. People have the option of saying nothing. Then don't get on. Then
Yeah, plead the
don't
fifth.
give me that. Then if you want to be private, then get the hell off.
Exactly.
If you don't want anybody to see it, don't post it online.
Hey, somebody's doing some illegal ad. Place your ad here. What the hell's going on? It's that crazy Brazilian chick. All right.
Leonie's
so,
awesome.
what I wanted to talk about.
She's not
Or,
crazy.
was she Norwegian?
She's not
The
crazy.
crazy
though.
Norwegian
The
chick.
Brazilian?
No, she's from
the
Brazil.
Norwegian from
Oh,
Brazil.
and she sells
Leonie.
ads on G+.
She's amazing. She's one of the first people I met on G+. Same with Jason.
Okay.
They're really cool people.
All right. Hey, so I
don't
should
call
slander
them crazy.
Oh, come on. That's a compliment coming from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Toronto's.
Nah.
It helps to be crazy to be here.
All right, so talking about privacy and stuff, I want to know, what would you recommend for being more private? Come on. You can be private
Don't
and still
post
be
it.
on the internet.
Don't post things you don't want to share.
It's the attitude that has to change. It absolutely. You're already on the net. You walk around town, you're already on closed caption circuit CCTV.
Yeah, you know, I watched
everywhere you are.
I watched the Person of Interest, you know, that TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I see a camera, I just visualize a little square around my head as I'm
This
walking
is like
along.
paranoia.
Nice. Oh no, someone else on camera. But you're already out there, and to what degree does it really matter anymore?
I think you should just not care. People really don't care what we're doing
Yeah,
that
but,
much, for God's sake.
The big thing recently was Path, right? Because they're the ones that got pulled out on it or called out on it.
But everybody's been doing it.
Doing what?
Keeping our address
so
books.
Path.
They really got nailed hard on that. That was a
Yeah.
really big backlash too.
Well, yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
basically
they,
what
they
they-
reacted properly. They say, "Oh, sorry, we're going to dump all these addresses. We're not going to keep them for a year and a half or whatever the number was."
Well, it
And
just opened that conversation big time.
Yeah.
And it turns out that most applications are doing that as well anyway.
Yeah. And the reason why they do it is because when you sign up for the service, you give them access to your address book so that you can see who
And
is
that's
already.
that's supposed to be an opt-in.
Yeah, well, it is an opt-in.
Right.
You give them permission,
Right.
and they check your address book to see if any of your friends are already on the service. But what isn't clear when you do that is that they're also storing it on their servers so that when one of your friends signs up, you can be notified immediately. So it's not. It's
Yeah,
not
but that's
bad.
a business intelligence and cookies doing automatic stuff. But we are talking
Well, this
about
isn't a cookie. This is actually storing your address book from
Yeah,
your
you
cell
can do that,
phone,
yeah.
from your smartphone.
It's
on
actually
their
your
service.
information.
Yeah.
It's actually up to the developer to set the parameters of that. And most developers have an ethics that when they open up that port and they send that data along to the server, it's supposed to expunge it within the session, at the end of the session.
You think so?
It uploads, and so ethicals, developers will do that. And the guys at Path, not saying they're not ethical and they sound like they're on the up and up, they just decided we're going to store for a bit.
And it turns out everybody else is doing the same thing.
A lot of people
Or a lot
were,
are.
but most of the standard is to expunge it at session.
Yeah.
Now it is there. It is in their terms of service that they were doing that. It just wasn't blatantly, right there in the terms of service, like in bold.
A big
right in
yellow
front of you.
box on your screen.
And you got to grok it, right? But who reads those things anyway? So that's
Yeah.
probably
Doesn't
a whole
matter.
other discussion
Hey,
as
it
to
all
what
comes
value
down
is
to
that.
Hang on, what?
Everybody's got the choice to do what they want. And if they don't want to be on, then get off, okay? And if you don't like this, then sorry. No one's forcing you to be on.
So what
this.
you're saying is that it's like a roller coaster ride. If it's a little bit
Scary. Get off.
you shouldn't have got on the first place.
But it's a bit more complicated than that, right? Because if we are on Facebook, we should accept the fact that they have all our information and they can use it to monetize
Yes.
it. That's
Yes.
okay. But what about our emails, our Skype conversation with our people, our GDocs? Is that also considered open privacy? Should people have accessibility to that?
Well, you're not.
Is that the same?
You're not paying a monthly fee,
That's your
right?
problem for not reading the rules.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well, that's
they
what the
scan
problem.
well, I mean, if you got a Gmail account, they scan your for keywords, they scan all your emails.
Bob, who
And
made,
you accept
who made,
that?
who made
But
the
it's
comment?
it's only to present ads. That's the only reason why they do it. They don't store your information.
Are
or,
you
or-
sure?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah,
I wanna
Chris.
ask all
Well, that's a
y'all,
good
Chris,
y'all are
let
all
me-
on this right now. Does it bother you if they take your information?
Yeah.
I'm totally open. I don't care.
No. I
fully expect they
me,
will.
Me personally, I have 2 layers. I accept the fact that on social networks and so on, whatever I do can be shared out there, but I do not want anyone, the government or otherwise, go into my emails, track my Skype conversation, go into my GDocs that I run my business on. So I accept 2 layers. One should be remain private online, and one I accept that it will be open in one way or another. But right now, since it's undefined and the government doesn't set any rules, it's all open out
No,
there.
but they are
Yeah, but
setting
with-
rules.
with-
They are making it more easy to access
With
this
Google-
information.
Yeah.
With Google Docs, though, I mean, it's free. So, obviously, they're going to do something with your information.
Well, they got to
If you
monetize
don't
it, right?
if you don't want it free, then go to Microsoft 360. It's private. It's closed in, and you're not going to get read. So it's just a matter of do you want to pay for it or you don't want to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me talk to Chris for a sec. And Chris, you're absolutely right that you if you're going to go out on the net, you should expect to get raped. True enough. But
Wow.
but I mean, and that's basically what you're saying is if you're going on the net, expect to have everything taken, and to be totally vulnerable. But the problem is there's a couple of hundred, maybe 500 million people on the net that don't have that sensibility about them, that just said yes to the agreement, that just said yes to the friend and the suggestion to join Facebook, not fully understanding what they're giving up. So they put in their info, but they don't understand that people are going to retain info in certain servers off-site. So in cloud storage facilities all around the planet, your data is sitting. And then it is vulnerable for hacking. And then who is responsible?
For identity theft. And
So that now this whole conversation is kind of getting there on the internet now as to, okay, we have cloud storage, it's great. To what degree do applications retain our data? And then who's responsible if they do and after the fact? So that's where our privacy is really
I'm more
being...
in the line of the lady in the middle.
Well, I mean,
what's your name
maybe
there?
abused,
Bonnie?
not screwed.
Bonnie?
Yeah.
Hi, Bonnie. I'm more in the line with you. You're
All right.
saying everything's open. You're just open to life because there's so much stuff out there. Nobody's going to read through all this garbage anyway. We think sometimes we're bigger stars than we are. Who cares? Nobody's going to read all our
Exactly.
stuff.
That's
And so
true.
That's
we're
very
just
true.
out there. Let's just be public. And I like your attitude of just like, hey, I am what I am. Here I am.
Yeah, if you
Okay,
don't like
but-
it, go the way.
But what about somebody who doesn't want to be public at all? But they're in Bonnie's smartphone. Their phone number and their email address is there. Bonnie signs up for Path, and now
Now,
Path
that's
has
a great point.
Or even my Facebook. So if you're in my, that's right. Because at one
Bonnie,
point,
stop talking to me, please. Freaking me out.
They're on to you.
yeah, that's
Expect a
right.
knock at the door.
No,
I mean, wait a
Bonnie's
minute. That is a
But
good point.
Facebook downloaded my contacts at
Yeah.
some
There's a helicopter
point,
flying over my house
including
right now.
telephone numbers, and that goes beyond.
But you said okay to that.
Yeah, but the
Okay,
person
okay, but
you had
no.
to say okay
Not
to that.
agree. I only agree to my privacy, not
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
How come Google?
Now,
Google
when you get into conversations like,
If you put your phone
What-
number
what-
on Facebook,
what's-
good enough.
yeah, if you
I'm
have
closing every
private
social
contact,
media network I have tomorrow because of you people. You're freaking
if you've got private information in your phone and it gets uploaded to Facebook, that definitely is an issue. But it also is the same issue as if someone breaks into your house and you didn't password protect your computer, and they sat down at your computer, they could access everything and grab it anyway. So what do you protect? You lock the house, you lock the computer, you do the basics.
Yeah, but you know what? I could go to your house, go through your garbage, and get a ton of information for the stuff you
Exactly.
throw away, like a bank account information, all sorts of
Exactly.
stuff.
Not
So-
mine, 'cause I
you get all
shred.
my
I shred that stuff.
So do I.
Oh, I thought that was a porn scene there for a second.
I was
Sorry.
going to say prophylactics don't shred. I
Bank
can't shred that.
statement.
Chris, too much skin, Chris. Too much skin.
That's
Chris.
different. I've never used a bank statement before. I can imagine that hurts.
So I want to ask
I missed
Layani. Is that how you pronounce it, Liani? I wanted to ask you what's
it's Liani.
so what's the situation for privacy down there? I know it's the internet and everything, but do you look at it differently?
No, I think it's the same thing here. Everybody's worried about who's seeing your information, if they're reading it, because sometimes we think maybe nobody will see this. Like, people take nude pictures all the time and they think
Wait a minute. They take
nobody's
what?
going to see it.
Nude
Nude
pictures.
pictures.
Yeah.
And put them out on the internet?
Some incredible stuff comes out of Brazil, especially on the internet.
All right, let's make no YouTube quotes from the Brazilian dancers, please. But it's true. I think a lot of people put stuff up on the internet and don't think there's consequences.
Yeah.
Oh, no, nobody checks it out. And dude, it's there forever.
Or this was only
Ask
for
Anthony
my,
Weiner.
There you go. Yeah.
With a name like that, of course he's going to get searched.
I think it's kind of a collective, too. If we all jump into the pool at the same time, we all put our shit in there, there's no way they're going to be able to find an individual specific thing about anyone because there's just too much of it.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
It's just that...
If they want to find anything specific about a specific person, that's very easy to
that's
do.
right. Under investigation,
Not
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
you're
under-
screwed.
No, but
But
which
as a-
can...
as-
Wait.
But as a public
You're
figure,
thinking from the government
as a
point of
Joe
view.
Public-
All right. Let's get it from Eric.
Round two.
I mean,
Coming out of the corner.
who's looking for the information, by the way?
Exactly. So
No.
I'm an investigator.
No.
I'll find anything I want.
It doesn't
Exactly.
matter. You know where it's going, everybody.
If
That's
I'm
all
a
around.
child, what do they call them? Pornographers? What do they call those guys?
Pedophiles.
Pedophiles. If I'm a pedophile, I'm just looking for pictures. I'm not looking for names.
Well, you're in the wrong city, first of all.
They're gonna
Montreal,
find-
that's
they're
where you
gonna
want
Oh,
find people
Montreal.
anyway.
All right. So, hey, let's... I'm in. You're being very quiet and with your beautiful
Grazie,
mic. Let's
yeah.
use your mic here. Come on. Warm that mic up.
Thank you. We want to thank the bartendress this evening,
So we just got another round of black
Twisted
beer.
Magic. Thank you very
I'm in.
much for that.
All right,
Beautiful.
so,
What do you have to say
sexy
about
man.
the privacy issue?
You know where it's going, right?
I think
Hey,
I don't put anything on the internet that I wouldn't want to be public personally.
Yeah.
I think Path was interesting for a couple of reasons. One is that they sort of built their business based on being more private than some of the other, social networks, and then also that
They
the
took
point
their
that was
address
already made.
book and then made that available. We already did. Nice. I wasn't here. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut it.
Listen to the show later.
All right, yeah.
We've
what I do.
already recorded you, pal, and the FBI is coming.
Yeah. They're on their
They're
way.
done.
They're all at your place right now.
We won't let them into
Especially
the country.
if you're in Bonnie's feed, you're screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
Up here,
Why do you think we do this in a bunker?
all right. Let him finish his point.
Yeah.
No, that was pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
Done.
Yeah, but isn't that a kind of innocent way to look at it all? I mean, you've all mentioned, and I accept that if I don't want people to know anything about me too much, I just don't share it. For example, I don't upload nude picture to my Facebook profile. That makes sense. And we can behave like that for as long as you want. But what
I've seen
happens...
some of your shots.
and they're
Yeah.
excellent. But what happens when someone can easily access your emails, your business emails, your plans, your documents, your private conversation?
That's a breach of privacy.
Why?
No,
What's
no,
the
no,
difference?
No, it's corporate privacy.
Well, what happens if
Wow.
someone takes a picture of you?
So
naked
there's
and then
corporate
tags
and there's
you?
private.
Sure. I mean, there's
So if you're at work, they do have access to my emails. I get that.
Yeah.
If I'm at home and I have my private emails, and Eric's right, I don't want the government reading those.
Yeah, but they
But
can
are we
very easily.
Are we talking now that the fact that we are so open with our information, and we're using resources and facilities that host like
Data.
Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, all
Doesn't
those
matter.
mails, anything online
Yeah.
is now vulnerable?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, it is
completely
now.
open
It's
right now.
Always
been,
has
oh,
been?
Guys,
No,
it's
it
always been vulnerable.
It hasn't.
What you put on the net is available because eventually
It hasn't
it'll
always
get-
been.
I know. Hey,
Now they can get it without a court order.
In
Yeah.
which countries?
In the
Now,
States.
now,
In
see, in the
Canada.
States,
In Canada.
in the States, they don't allow 128-bit encryption, correct?
yeah, that's
Because
right,
the feds,
you can
because the
encrypt
feds
it.
can't
Yeah.
get in.
It's illegal. You
And that's
cannot
why I
import a
have
file with
clients
that.
that request from me that they host their sites in Canada rather than the States because it has
You can
higher
encrypt it.
encryption
Yep,
and the feds
absolutely.
can't get in.
Yeah, all my servers are in Canada.
Si
Well, there you go.
c'est ça bien.
So there's a nice tip you see Americans out
No,
there.
but my question is to Chris. Do you actually accept the fact that nothing you do online should remain private?
No, I'm a public person. I agree with
Even
Bobby.
your private emails
Yeah,
with
go
your
for it.
boss,
They already
anything
got
you do,
Yeah, because that's
everything
the
you
safest,
accepted that it should be open.
Eric, it's connected by a wire.
that's the
wire
safest
will
thing out there,
come
guys.
from somewhere.
It's the best
Let me
policy.
tell you something.
All right,
Let me tell
okay,
you something.
okay, Jason. Chris,
They
sorry.
were monitoring us in the 70s. We just didn't know about it. It's no big deal. It's now public. Who cares? My point is, in the future, it's going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, if you go out in public in 10 years, I guarantee you this is going to happen. You can Google someone and look at them having dinner. Video will be everywhere.
Speaking of that, there's Jason having dinner right now. Jason, what's the sandwich you have? What is that, the New York bologna or something?
My
or?
wife just showed up in my studio, which
Uh-oh.
is
Nice.
and she wants to go to bed. And
All
this
right.
is kind of our room.
Oh, so we
That
can't have a
part,
porn show.
I want
Okay.
some privacy.
Well, forget
Hey,
it,
wait a minute.
dude.
You said
Forget
you-
it, dude.
You said you were
You know what?
public.
I think the comment about back in the 70s they were watching us, I think it's absolutely true. And they did a better job of it. If you catch any of that retro porn out of the 70s, it is really
Yeah.
awesome. Way better than it is today. None of that just quick.
Okay, so I want
There
to...
was story.
They cared back
Yeah.
then. They cared.
They were
was a
actually
story-
actors.
Yeah, right.
It was
Okay.
gentle.
Before Chris goes away, Chris, would you like to have your wife say goodbye to the Canadians?
Ollie, can you say bye?
To the Canadians.
Did she just finger
She
us?
said, absolutely not.
The girl. So it's like
Privacy.
super privacy
Hey,
and no
I
privacy.
do
It's
get her
awesome
on camera
combo.
every once in a while. Here, hold on.
What a couple. What
Or
a
just
couple.
Just a hand and a wave.
Uh-oh, look at he's bringing out some...
there
Oh,
it
oh
is.
my
Look at
God,
that.
look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
Wait
is
a
that
minute.
heavily airbrushed?
she's
No,
kind
she's
of
really
attractive.
hot.
What the hell?
So,
She's naturally hot?
what the
Well,
hell?
see,
That's
how
Photoshop,
did,
man.
how did you manage
That veil
Chris?
was put on in Photoshop. I could tell.
That's what really sucks. I always get this.
What?
I always show the picture of her, and they're all like, wow. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah. How did
Why
a
do
guy
say
like
wow?
you?
I'm not that bad.
I've seen your Facebook profile. No way you should be able to score like that.
Chris, we've all seen your Facebook profile.
Oh my
It's
God.
pretty pathetic.
I was in shock for days.
It's, hey, it's all public.
All right, okay, we can understand why you want to go to bed. All right. Chris and your lovely wife,
I've already
thank
got
you for
4
joining.
kids. All we're doing is going to sleep. Trust
Oh,
me.
yeah. 4 kids. I understand that one, too.
That's public information.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
move the camera in so we can put that on the internet, and you won't mind.
Talk about, being...
As we say in Canada, share the love,
Hi,
baby.
Chris.
Share the
Well,
love.
you know, as I also say,
Bye-bye.
pick
Yeah, yeah.
pictures or it did not happen.
Ah,
All right,
that's
so
great.
there you go.
All right.
Let it roll.
So, hey, I just wanted to find out, before we get too deep into this, Jason, what's the sandwich, dude? I am really getting hungry looking at you.
Bobby, please step back.
Classic New York sandwich.
Peanut butter and jelly on oat bread.
Whoa, harsh tokes,
That's
dude.
very
Peanut butter
West
and
Mr.
Coast.
Fiber.
All
Oh,
of that stuff. Come on.
Hey, did you get Homer Simpson on there? How'd that
and
happen?
is that greens? You got greens in
I'm
there?
washing it down with almond milk.
Oh, wow!
that's-
You should be living here in
Yeah,
Vancouver,
very
dude.
West
You're in the
Coast.
wrong
Yeah,
city.
you should be on the West Coast. I mean,
Well
He's
done.
on the west side of New York.
Way to give the cow a
What's he
break.
pointing at?
It's New York and LA.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Coast
I
to
gotta
coast.
represent both coasts.
Hey, I wanted to ask you with G Plus, a lot of photographers are using it to show their portfolio. You got a lot of shots up there?
Not a tremendous amount, a decent amount.
Hey, you should give us the website for that too.
Yeah, give us a website so people can go visit your shots.
And
go,
is he
"Ooh,
going to
ah."
use Pinterest?
yeah, put it in the chat.
We have show notes, don't we?
It's
We do indeed.
jasonjosephstudio.com.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing.
So, look, you got editorial photographer. So you do more editorial style.
Yes.
I can connect you with some really crazy editorial photographers in Thailand. You really like those guys.
Bob's working again.
So, definitely.
Great. If you can connect me with some art directors, that would be even better.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Anyways, that's another hangout.
Yeah, exactly. That's the commercial hangout.
Let's get back to the what was happening. Is the camera in the bedroom yet?
No,
gone.
he's
He's gone.
gone.
He was a big
He's
liar.
gone.
He was smart enough to shut us off.
He's a big liar. He's not public.
Well, he is public, and when he doesn't
Everything
want to
is
be
not
public, it's shut
public.
down.
So that was interesting privacy, and there's a lot more to it. And in fact, Canada has a bill that's sneaking through that will screw us all, and it's worse than SOPA.
Well, they don't need SOPA because you can get shut down with a...
C11 or
C11.
C11.
Yeah.
Well, what's the poop on that? Let's have some more info.
It's the poop on that is a crappy idea.
Bill.
Is it throttling and everything else?
It's worse. It's internationally ratified by something like 40 or 50 countries already.
That's ACTA. We're talking C11 in Canada now.
C11.
And it's quietly
ACTA
going
blows
through,
away
right?
that
There's not much poop about it yet.
There's nobody to stop it.
Exactly, it's Canada.
Well, that's not
well, if they want to do it, then they want
except openmedia.ca, which are trying to do their best.
We love openmedia.ca.
The problem is that people just get tired, and
you know what the problem is?
Unending tsunami.
The problem is when you tell people this,
they don't care.
They don't believe it.
Yep.
They don't believe it, and it goes back to the industry, the online industry and the online consumer base don't have the same experience with this kind of heavy-handed legislation.
Mm-hmm.
Other industries who have been, attempted regulations in the past to put them out of business, they have the experience and the connections to get the word out quick when this happens and to develop a defense. And I'm speaking about the natural health industry. They've been under fire for the last 25 years.
What has that got to do with the bill being passed?
It's the exact same. What it has to do with is that we don't have people that are on the front lines that are defending it.
Okay, that's my question because again, I'm just new here. So how come there's even one politician I've heard about who is against that law of privacy online? I haven't heard.
Vic Tays, you mean?
I haven't heard even one serious name that's supposed to be against it.
Because
this all came up. I think it came up under a different name, didn't it? And then it got sidelined, and now it's sneaking through the back door. Is that right?
No. It's always been Bill C11.
Oh, it has.
Yeah.
Okay, we got shelved for a while then.
No, it's
a slow creeper.
But what?
Because it's been around for a while. Why isn't it passed?
What does it say? The law, the new law.
Well,
it has to pass.
It has to go through 3 readings in the House of Commons, and then.
But hasn't it been around for a few years?
No.
Okay, so there was something prior to that was I think precluded it.
There was Bill C-52, which was the amendment to the Consumer Protection Act.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was killed when the federal election happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came back as Bill C-6, and it passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're screwed.
So basically that allows...
No, we're Canadian.
That allows Health Canada...
Same.
To...
we'll turn around and get screwed again.
It allows Health Canada to, without a warrant or without any kind... Basically, it's 100% the inspector's discretion to close down a business.
Yeah, I heard this before, about a year and a half ago.
So do we just have new people join our?
So Bill C-11 is the same kind of legislation, but regulating the internet.
Yeah, it's about access to our data.
No, it's about copyright.
Okay, guys.
Protection, right?
But
it's the same thing.
I just got to say that I've started my third beer, and that probably means that the show's over. And so what we're going to do is just going to shut down the show. We're going to start up the next show in a couple of minutes.
And
guys,
it's going to be all about Pinterest.
It's going to be Pinterest next time. Anybody in the
good for you,
Pinterest.
Go.
Anybody in the
I'm
hangout
running
interested
away.
in Pinterest?
What? Pinterest?
Oh, look, everybody dropped off the show.
Yeah.
Pinterest, death. Holy crap.
So we're going to talk about Pinterest.
Then we'll talk about all the other fun stuff we want to talk about that they missed out on.
Let me give one last Pinterest thing here before you sign off.
Hey.
I just tried to sign up for Pinterest during this.
Next show.
I signed up.
Next
week.
I
just tried to sign up.
Hang on for a second. We got somebody new in the hangout. Haley? Is that Haley? Is that up there?
That's
Hi,
Haley.
Haley.
Yeah.
Hi, Haley.
Hey, Haley.
Great timing.
met
We're
Haley
just
before, but she
wrapping
looks
up.
familiar.
We're just wrapping up the show, but we're going to start another show in a couple of seconds. So if you just hang on. Where are you from, by the way?
Haley, give us all your information. We'll protect it.
I'm from Oklahoma City.
All right, excellent. We're going to be talking about Pinterest. Do you have a Pinterest account?
I do.
Excellent. So give us a couple minutes. We're going to wind down the show. We're going to start up the next show.
All right.
No problem.
All right.
So we're going to talk about Pinterest. We're going to also talk about
social media
which
networks.
social
you should
media
focus on.
networks to focus on.
Yep.
in 2012.
Oh, hey, the lady from Brazil is green. Oh, there she is. Hello.
Whose microphone is making noise?
Oh, somebody's. You know how it is.
Kurt's.
Oh, there.
Always is. My microphone goes off when I don't even have.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for listening
Okay.
to
Yep,
another episode
Bob, I'm sorry. It's empty, so I have...
of the Bunker Project.
All right, we're just wrapping it up here. It's all the people on G Plus going to get a fresh new beer. We're going to have a quick 5-minute break. This is a great time, actually, for people that are on the G Plus account to just rap with the people in the room. We've got 8 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 people in the room, all mic'd up. So, do.
And that's the end of the show. We'll see you again next week. All about Pinterest, social networks for 2012.
Awesome.